Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at the ECMWF extended model for today's second video. This is your 42-day / 6 weeks look ahead, and I shall get to that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, the video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got the weekend forecast and a 10 and 14 day with all of the regular features coming up later on today as well. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone. Right, let's start off with week 1, mean sea level pressure anomaly, taking us from the 25th of March to the 1st of April. So next week looks unsettled with low pressure over and also to the west of the country, deep low pressure in the Atlantic next week. 500 millibar height anomaly also looks really unsettled with a big trough of low pressure churning away over and to our west. The temperature anomaly the next week is a below average in the north and west, so Scotland and Ireland coming out below average. The far south and southeast slightly above average, and in between you can see the normal temperature anomalies. And precipitation wise, next week is wet. Well, hardly surprising with such a big area of low pressure sitting just to our west. So above average rainfall, but a rather cooler variety of wet weather perhaps next week. Week 2 will be the 1st to the 8th of April. And this week is looking quite unsettled again. Maybe the low pressure though going a bit further southwards. Higher pressures up towards Greenland and Iceland this time. What about the 500 millibar heights? Let's have a look at that. So the below average heights going further southwards towards the Azores. Higher pressure in the North Atlantic and away to our east as well, and we bring the wind up from a southerly or a southwesterly direction, a little bit like that. So it should be milder, I think, into the first week of April. Yes, it is. We see that the temperature anomaly is now going above average and going up to about 1 to 3 degrees above normal quite widely there for the UK and for Ireland too, and it's still unsettled though, that doesn't change. So this time, instead of being a cooler or colder variety of rain, it's a milder variety of rain, but either way it still looks pretty wet. Week 3 will be the 8th to the 15th of April. So some northern blocking now starting to appear to our north. Could that begin to turn the wind into more of an easterly direction? Oh, sorry everyone. 500 millibar heights look like that with blocking again to the north, lower pressure to the south, and again potentially we might be bringing the wind in from an easterly direction. What about the temperature anomaly? Still a bit above average, but is slightly lower in week 3 compared to week 2, coming down a little bit there. And as far as precipitation is concerned, it's dry of an average to our north and northwest, wetter than average to our south and southwest, and nearer normal elsewhere, not much of a signal. Week 4 will be the 15th to the 22nd of April. Again, we see high pressure blocking around Greenland and Iceland. Could that bring the wind in from a northeasterly direction? Could it? The 500 millibar heights, again, looking quite blocked there, doesn't it, around Greenland and Iceland? And could that again be bringing the wind in from more of a northeasterly direction? Maybe. Temperature anomalies are returning to average, so after that milder week 2, it looks like the temperature actually coming down as we progress through April in terms of the anomaly anyway. And as far as precipitation is concerned, not much of a signal, but it's dry on average to the north where we've got the blocking, and probably a bit wetter than average to our south and to our east as well. Week 5. I'm so sorry, but I missed my yeah, I didn't get my word out. I don't know what happened there. Week 5 will be the 22nd, 29th of April. Here we go. And we see that again we've got some higher pressure just up to the north. Pressure down towards Spain. Quite a weakish signal though. We are 5 weeks out now. Of course, 500 millibar heights again with some blocking around Greenland there. temperature anomalies for week 5. Again, not much of a signal. So about average, possibly slightly above. And precipitation-wise, again, weak signals, it's wetter than average just to our south, and it's drier than average to our north. And then lastly, week 6 will be the 29th of April to the 6th of May. Here we go. Oh, not much of a signal at all there, so just putting a question mark. I think it's not clear what is happening. What's going on? What's going on? So the 500 millibar heights, that looks a little bit more anticyclonic, with some higher pressures sinking down into the west of Europe there. Temperature anomalies, possibly going a bit milder again, if anything. And precipitation anomalies last. Again, very weak signals, so a little bit wetter to our south, a little bit drier to the north. Okay, so that's how it's looking for the next 6 weeks. A real mixed bag there, I have to say. But it does look as though the first half of April, anyway, is shaping up to be quite unsettled. And there may be a transition, something a little bit drier later on. Also, slightly above average temperature, but probably not as mild as it has been over the past month or two. Remember, just a snapshot of what the modelling shows. So it could look completely different when we do this again, either on Tuesday for the European outlook, extended European outlook, or next Friday for the UK and Ireland focus video. So we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. We're going to be back a little bit later on with the UK forecast and also 10-14 day, and come back for that later. For this week's ECMWF 42 day / 6 weeks. Okay, that's all for now, and thanks so much.